If you want to be happy, if you want to be resilient, simply develop a secure attachment style. I'm not saying this without any proof. Today in this video, I'm going to use a guide from Oxford University linking positive psychology and attachment theory. I think it's fascinating to link those two fields of study. I will put the link of the study or the book in the description, because I talk a lot about attachment style on this channel, and the point of developing a secure attachment style is not only in order for you to get back with your ex or regain emotional safety, it's also because that's the recipe to have a happier life. Jingle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
And so this handbook of positive psychology covers a bit of attachment, and it discusses areas like positive emotions, strength-based approach, and they explain the role of secure attachment in order to foster emotional health and relational satisfaction, which is very important. Because in a way, the quality of our lives, there's a high correlation with the quality of our relationships. And so if, for instance, you're watching this video and you recently broke up with your partner, if you want to feel better, if you want to stop being, depressed or anxious, developing a secure attachment style is one of the ways, if not the most efficient way, to feel better. Will that get back with your ex? That's potentially an outcome of this. But the point is that your next relationship will be stronger. Your next relationship, you won't suffer as much as before. You won't feel as insecure as before. So we're not going to go through the whole book. And again, I will put the link if you're interested. The point is to discuss the key points and the key elements, because I think it's very important for you to learn from different studies and things. It's not just like because I'm saying build a secure attachment style and you'll be happy. I don't have all the background and the knowledge from these authors, so that's why I want to share this with you. Just if you needed to be convinced that that's the way to go, then just follow this. So what is a secure attachment style? And we discussed that in other of my videos. Is the confidence in self-worth. So secure attachment style is high value of yourself plus high value of others. So we trust others, we trust ourselves. It's also a way to an attachment style that provides emotional safety, right? So to explain you the origin of attachment theory, let's go back with your kids in the playground or with kids in the playground. When you teach kids to develop, to be independent, to grow, you have as a parent, and which is very hard, to nurture their autonomy and safety. So in the playground, what you have to do as a parent is make sure that your child is safe, but can also wander around. One extreme would be what we call helicopter parents, people who are always on their kids' back and they don't allow them to do anything. That creates anxious kids because whenever they feel they are alone, they can't function. They are super clingy. They can't let go of their mums or their dads. Other extreme, the French parenting style. You're just with your book at the park and you don't even know where your kids are. The thing is, that develops in them this idea of I have to deal it with I have to deal with things myself. I can't rely on my parents. I don't even know where they are. If I hurt myself, I just have to do it on my own. Okay, take care of myself. So the thing is, being a securely attached person is having this idea of I can explore, but if I'm scared, if there's a challenge, I can also rely on others, and finding the right balance. Then mechanically, people with a secure attachment style have healthier and emotional regulation skills. In other words, again, if you're having a hard time, if you're anxious, if you have insecurities, developing a secure attachment style will address this. It's very important because, again, this is the key. If you're stuck right now, if you feel okay, I can't deal with those emotions, I'm so anxious. Well, secure people, they have amazing regulation skills. So as you know, again, benefits of secure attachment style, and again, I'm citing the book. Emotional resilience and adaptability. Lower level of stress. So if you're stressed, be secure. More effective in stress management. Improved relationship satisfaction. Better communication with partner. So maybe you're in touch with your partner at the moment or your ex. And you're struggling. Well, okay, try to figure out how would a securely attached person will communicate with them. That's kind of what I do with my clients on WhatsApp, is I filter in and out what they're saying and help them and I guide them and I show them kind of a role model of like, okay, this is what you could do, this is what you could say, this is how you would approach a situation. And when you have this dynamic and you create this sort of safe space, you become a role model as well for your partner. And that helps because I think the more secure you are, the more likely your partner will be secure. So the link with secure attachment and positive psychology. Positive psychology is really focused on strength and well-being and personal growth. Okay, we all want to have that. And the thing is, what's very interesting with this guide is that secure attachment style aligns perfectly with those things. Perfectly with this element of trust and emotional balance. And again, not only relationship, but also leads to higher life satisfaction. Amazing, right? So that's from the book, that's not from me. So how can you cultivate a secure attachment style? One element is to reflect on early attachment pattern and identify area for growth. So maybe that's what you're doing watching my videos, and it is great. Buy the book Attached, read about attachment style, speak with therapists, could be myself or attachment therapist, attachment specialized therapist. Another element is something I'm not necessarily specialized in, but my business partner, Elizabeth, is amazing with that, is self-soothing practice, emotional responses. So she does a lot of CBT, DBT. Have a look in the description if you want to discuss with her. So these two things is like the insight, where does it come from? How do I function? And then how can I make it work? How can I implement those coping mechanisms? Maybe you have already coping mechanism in place. You binge eat. Whenever you're stressed, you eat a lot. Maybe you're scrolling on social media. You have this social media addiction and stuff like that. The way is to how can I cope in a healthy way? And last but not least is about communication. Okay, the trust. Again, back at the park with your kids, how can we build trust together? You can trust me, I can trust you. Whenever I feel in distress, or I can rely on you, but at the same time I have my own life and independence and I want to explore things. So why does it matter in relationships? The attachment style or your attachment style will influence how you handle conflict and also how you express your needs. If you're in an avoidant anxious pattern, you're going to be entering a never-ending loop of resentment, unmet needs, unsaid things, etc., etc. And this is why perhaps you guys broke up. When you have a secure attachment style, it's not that you're smarter, but you're more mature in how you handle conflict. It's also the best way to express your needs and have healthier boundaries. Right? It's important especially if you have an anxious attachment style and you have a tendency to be a people pleaser, not necessarily express your needs, being scared to annoy the other, etc., etc. This is important. When you have a secure attachment style, you have the ability to draw the line. And that's how you build also a healthier relationship, because that's the best way, or the only way for you to ensure that your relationship aligns with what you want. The secure attachment style, and I talk a lot about safe space, safe haven. Back at the park with our kid, the point is like, whenever there's a challenge, could be external, could be internal, could be at work, could be with family, I know I can rely on you. I know you could be a shoulder to cry on. I know you could be confident. Right? This is very important, and when you develop that secure bond with someone, you feel like we are teammates. It's not anymore you versus me. We are together. We are in this together. And also how you create healthy relationship is when you go in more depth, when you connect at a deeper level. And so intimacy is super important, because that's how you create that foundation, that long-lasting relationship. If you keep things superficial, obviously, first, you don't have any roots, and so any new shiny object or anything will make you deviate from this. But also, you're going to lack the depth of the relationship. Right? It's going to be hard for you to see the value, to value the person. We are so complex. We are so, it's very hard to understand even ourselves. And so when you pay attention and when you start like developing this intimacy, emotional, physical intimacy with your partner, that it's hard to, it becomes something more complete. And obviously, romantic relationships is when you connect with someone potentially the deepest way possible, right? You won't be intimate with anyone else than your partner. If you want to learn more, again, I will put the link in the description. I didn't want to, reproduce the whole book, make like a 2 hours video. I created a course, Secure Attachment Blueprint, if you want to learn how and the practical exercise that I use with my clients. There'll be upcoming workshops as part of our membership, our community, and there's a free trial if you want to join. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, don't hesitate. If you like this video, please like. If you want more videos like this about studies, scientific papers, let me know as well. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.